When Horus is a child, the elemental spirits is his protectors. Once he become an adult, they become his servants. And we're not talking about a disrespect, we're talking about a chain of command. And what it is we got to take command over our destiny by using the forces. You see what I'm saying? Not bowing down to the forces or trying to pander to the forces, because the forces don't work when you come to them humble now. Because we're talking about we're talking about a God grown again. We did that for thousands of years. So now I use the forces. As a matter of fact, I was in Indianapolis. I woke up that morning, it was raining. I called up Oya and I called up, I said, now wait a minute. Now y'all fucking niggas know that black people ain't gonna come out if it's raining. Now what in the hell are y'all assholes making this shit rain when you know damn well we working for you too? We're all in this together, shit. And sure enough, as soon as I said that the rain stopped, the sun came out, and sure enough, right after I got through, the rain poured down like crazy. You see what I'm saying? So my point is, the energy is out there now, but it needs someone to channel it. That's what our role is. That was ordained for us in the last days to get your power. That's the same thing I was talking about last night, where Christ comes and takes the force of Satan, which is the raw power energy, and he uses that. He's using that particular power because he's conquered that power. So the key is that's not necessarily the truth. I don't want to fuck with no damn spirits that can't get in front of no damn camera and shit based on electromagnetic force fields, because based on the stuff what's getting ready to go down, we need some real deal power to kick this ass when it all go down. So the ones I call on, they better come and do this shit right, you know. And based on that, we're talking about a chain of command, and we're also talking about going back to see the movie Last Dragon. The man was always looking for the master in the movie, and come to find out he was the master. You see what I'm saying? So that's the key right now. We give too much respect for the ancestors, and the ancestors ain't nothing but a damn nigga that lost the body. That's it. You understand what I'm saying? And some of them are confused too. Don't let nobody fool you. Some of our ancestors and some of the gods are lost because they are random energies in an abandoned zoo. And the only reason how they ever get to the particular point where they're directed the right way is you got to conceive of it and you got to line it up, because the simple fact that's our task. So therefore,
Wise Wednesday, survival mode versus thriving mode. Resonance. What's the deal, family? What's the deal? Dreamwise here for another one. Yes, sir, family. I wanted to dive deep into this topic, into this actionable steps for the family, so we can actually get in our thriving mode, so we can move in our thrive mode and start facilitating our energy in the correct way. A lot of times what happens is we don't realize what kind of resonance, what kind of frequency we're in that's spiraling us into a fight or flight response. So I'm going to get to it. Don't worry about it. Y'all know how Dream gets. Let's get to it. Let's talk about it. Shout out to y'all. What's up, babe? What's up, Jenny? What's up, Titus? We in here. Hey, let me know if y'all are in here, and we're going to get it on. Now, the last build I did, I was talking about the spirals and people just moving in a particular way based off of energy. And when we realize and understand to the core that we are nothing but a ball of energy first, then we have to choose what energy or what side we want to be on. So you got two choices. You can either be in the survival mode frequency or the thriving mode frequency. And survival mode is, the term survival mode often refers to a period of overwhelm in which nervous system activation occurs, and individuals have difficulty devoting energy to anything other than what is necessary to maintain survival. While in survival mode state, an individual constantly functions in an evolutionary fight or flight response. So you might be in survival mode and you don't even realize it. There was a time in my life where I was in survival mode, heavy, heavy, heavy. I was dependent on drugs. Like I needed them. I was selling them and I was taking them at the same time. And that particular adventure was me being in a space of not being real and true to myself, not honoring who I felt I was based off of it was cool to be somebody else. It was cool to act like somebody else. See, I was a kid that was listening to R&B, slow jams, the Fugees, Lauryn Hill. Yeah, you feel me? But shit, I didn't want to get beat up having my tape player, right? And listening to someone please call 911. Tell them I forgot all the words. Ain't that a bitch? God damn. My first tape was a Brandy tape. Don't judge me, nigga. Don't judge me. I'm just telling you what it is, baby. I'm just telling you what it is. My mama bought it. But she thought I was shit. She was like, nigga, you must got a crush on this girl because you just sitting here watching this Moesha. So, that energy is something that's true to you because it's an organic state that you fell in love with, right? I still listen to art. Well, that's primarily what I listen to: soul music, R&B music, and stuff of that nature. But in order to get the females, in order to get women, in order to get in the door, you had to portray yourself in a particular way, as we believed. You had to move in a particular energy, in a particular frequency, big dog status. Oh, he a real nigga. Strong, or the quote unquote strong, right? So one of the aspects of my life that took a turn was, my sexual deviancy and my how would you say, prolific keys to get females, and a lot too. Just constantly doing it over and over and over again. The Energizer Bunny, right? Just based off of, I was raped as a kid, and that sexual problem that happened to me, or that trauma that happened to me, essentially, I never really sat with it and really healed from it. So now all my energy is tied into my lower extremities, right? My root chakra, my sacral chakra, because this act that was put on me for a whole summer essentially confused me into thinking, okay, sex means you did your big one. Sex means you hit your goal, right? So being promiscuous was something that just was inside of me, and just the hormones raging at that age and all of that different things. And the aspect of, oh, you're going to be the man if you take down all these females. Y'all know how it go. Y'all remember that. So one of the aspects of the drugs that actually propelled my journey into that promiscuous state was me taking the drugs. I'm taking these drugs over and over and over again. And essentially, the girls is liking the character I am, the fake character I am, based off of the drugs. Based off of me being somebody else, based off of the bars. So now I built up a dependency to act that particular way over and over and over again, because I couldn't face the world sober. I didn't, know myself and wasn't true to myself, and I didn't love myself.
Message.
And self-love is the biggest thing you got going. Self-love is the biggest thing you got going. You're going to have to love yourself no matter what your environment is saying is right or wrong. What's up, Midas Moore? You're going to have to fall deeply in love with yourself so much that, nobody else's opinions, nobody else's ideas about you matter. None of that stuff matters because you only have one you, and you have to do you to the utmost, to the fullest with love. So, the bars and drugs had me in a stranglehold, had me in survival mode, had my nervous system shot. I'm always in sympathetic mode, right? And the sympathetic mode is the fight or flight response. So you're either fighting your way to an identity. It doesn't have to always deal with money. Survival mode doesn't have to deal with money. You can be in survival mode just based off of you're trying to be a certain character or a certain idea that you believe people want to see. So my sympathetic nervous system was in that response over and over and over again. And by me never addressing the man in the mirror, I constantly was running from myself taking these drugs. I remember this one time I had I had ran out of the bars or whatever, right? And I just sold a few, like I sold like 6 or whatever to my stripper homegirl the night before, the morning before, right? Because in the strip club, that's what they do. They take bars like heavy just to be able to function in that reality. Nigga, I woke up. This is how bad I was on them drugs. It's crazy. I woke up. I said, "Oh shit! I done sold her all the rest of my. I done sold her the rest of my damn bars. What the fuck am I about to do today? I can't even move without them." Sure enough, she had 3 left. Nigga, we on the phone fighting. I'm telling her, "Look, I'll pay you more." You got to imagine, I just sold them to her last night at 2 a.m. She took 3 of them. She got 3 more to spread out for her day. This is my homegirl too. We cool, we tight, everything. I'm on the phone with her saying, yeah, trying to get her off of them hoes, trying to pay her more for the ones I just sold her. God damn. Damn, I was fucked up, boy. We were fucked up. The whole hood was fucked up, essentially. So I don't want to just put it on me because I know, like, we was all going through something that the powers that be placed in the hood, and we didn't see it coming. It came out of nowhere, and it just made us. The bars make you become like, like not afraid of anything. So you just move. You feel me? So that particular energy of me being dependent on drugs was a survival mode frequency that didn't serve my greater good, because ultimately I wasn't showing my self-love or my self-love. I wasn't showing no love to myself. I was a shell of myself. I had on a mask. Every time I got high, drunk, barred out, ecstasy, it was a mask. It wasn't my true self. So one of the aspects I want y'all to understand about survival mode is that it doesn't always have to come in the form of you moving to make money. I know a lot of people feel like that's the thing, and that is a real thing. That is a true thing. But one aspect of it is also an identity to be seen, an identity to be somebody. And the real game and the real power is for us to get into our parasympathetic nervous system, right? Which is our bliss state, so we can be in thriving mode.
Message.
And thriving mode is where everything starts to change for you. And a lot of this thriving mode starts in what? your imagination. And your struggle to see beyond your present situation is a key aspect of you being in survival mode. You can't keep visualizing yourself less than or in the defeated state and expect to manifest victory. There's no way that's going to happen, family. See, survival mode makes you protect yourself against the pain that you felt when you were younger. There are traumas. So that's all I was doing when I was taking all them drugs. I was protecting myself against, I don't want people to, know what I really love about me, right? I'm running from that aspect of myself that didn't feel worthy to just be. When we get into your thriving mode, essentially, this is where you move with a vision desired, right? Your purpose. Thriving mode makes you protect your vision. It doesn't keep you in a state of the past, of the illusionary past that doesn't serve you. When you're in survival mode, your past becomes louder than your purpose. Your past is the thing that's running the narrative, running the show. And we don't want to stay in this idea of, because we grew up in a certain neighborhood, because we grew up in a certain environment, because our mama acts this particular way, and because we probably made some mistakes as a kid or as even a young adult, right? Now, dumb mistakes and ideas have to be me. God damn, what a crime, what a crime, what a goddamn crime.
Message.
Could you see? And we all fell victim to this, because I used to feel like, well, my past is it. But goddamn, I didn't know nothing. So now I gotta put all my whole body, my whole idea about myself based off of me not knowing. No. I won't go. I refuse to go. There were so many mistakes, or quote unquote mistakes, or uncomfortable situations that I've done in my life. And if I let that run my narrative today, then I'll be in jail or dead. So we don't got to live in an idea of ourselves based off of we had these experiences, based off of the environment we was placed in, pushed us into them particular directions. It doesn't serve you now, so you got to let it go. You got to kill off the past, and the way you do that is by